Minister Jona Shout. She gonna tell me if I pronounce her name. And she know my heart. She told me what it was, but she know my heart. She gonna get me straight. Okay. She's a marketplace minister, business consultant. The great thing is, I love. She's the founder of Healing Humanity Global. The initials for that is HHG. I love that, right? Isn't that amazing? She has her own consulting LLC as well. She believes in empowerment. I like this. I'm going to tell her I'm going to have to give her credit, so I got to use this line. Empowerment begins with what? Education. Wow. I love it. And also, she educates us to, she wants us to have financial literacy, providing resources of how we can accumulate wealth and freedom. They should go together, but sometimes, she's going to help us with that. But the thing that I love that she is an amazing woman of God. She believes the church. She believes in having faith. She believes that when we don't have no manifestation, guess what? We're not doing. Y'all know we're not doing. We're not doing. We can be way to the left or way to the right, but we have to have that practical aspect, with that to do what God wants us to do. Jona believes that when you empower the people, guess what? You empower a vision. I just love it. I love her bio. It's amazing. But we want to welcome another than the world changer. Phenomenal woman she is. Woo! Phenomenal, okay? We want to welcome Minister Jona. Are you there?
Dr. Sunday, I am here. I absolutely love your energy. Oh, my God. How are you?
I'm great. I laugh about it because this lady was telling me, this young millennial said, Dr. Sunday, you got more energy than me. Now, I said, we need to turn that around then and get that negative energy out of you so we can all be. I thank you for that. But I just love you. I mean, our team, we do our little search and get prepared for this episode. And you're, like I said, phenomenal world changer. And we want to thank you for, just taking time out and being with us here on Good Deeds.
Well, thank you so much for having me, and I want to join with you and do that shout out with Tammy and John, because that's how you and I got connected. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, John, for connecting us. I mean, just incredible connectors. We had a great time on their show a couple of weeks ago, and again, she loves sharing, and she just has an incredible God kind of heart, is what I like to say. She's amazing, both her and John. But I'm so happy to be on the line today with you, and I've been watching you as well, and what you're doing and how you're helping people build platforms and supporting, just getting people's names out there and connecting with people. So thank you so much for all that you do.
Oh, she's just as sweet as she can be. but Minister Jona, please, because of course I missed a whole bunch of things that God is really doing in your life, how you really transforming people's lives. And that's important. Tell us a little bit more about yourself and the amazing things that's going on in your life.
Absolutely. Guys, my name is Jona Stoute, Minister Jona Stoute. I reside here in Houston, Texas. I've married 38 years, 3 adult children, 6 grandchildren, but I am a marketplace minister. Some people will say, what is that? Well, my assignment as a financial conduit is to bring finances from the marketplace to the church, and we are the church, to God's people, so that we can do kingdom business. So hopefully you got that. So as a financial conduit, to be able to connect systems and strategies from the marketplace to the church, we the people, so that we can do kingdom projects. Dr. Sunday, the reason why I'm so passionate about this is because, and I don't know if anybody else was like me, I love giving. I love sowing. I'm a tither. I'm a giver. And when I got a hold to tithing and giving and just sowing and reaping, I wanted to do more of it. But I found, because I was not a good steward, if you would, of my finances, I often gave out of my lack. And I remember one time when I was sowing a seed, and it was only $1,000, and I gave it out of my mortgage. And I remember, I'm believing God by faith. God's going to pay my mortgage in the name of Jesus. And I heard the Holy Spirit say, I already paid it. You gave it away. And so I just began to start following the voice of God as it pertained to my own financial situation. And I kept seeing the church lacking. The church being the people. And I say, God, these are your people. What is going on here? And I've been like this for a very long time. The earliest I can remember having these type of conversations, I was in my late teens. And so right around 19 years old, I didn't understand church as usual. I couldn't connect the dots. I didn't understand that we were blessed and highly favored. We're overcomers. We're above and not beneath. But for the most part, everybody was lacking. And, the church as a whole was lacking. I remember being on projects. Some of you understand what I'm saying when I talk about building funds. And it's a $1 million project, but it's going to take 5 years to do it. And I remember I was sitting in a church of about 3,000 or 4,000, and I looked at my husband, and he was like, "What is that look?" I said, "I don't understand. There's 4,000 people in here." I'm like, "You mean to tell me we don't have millionaires up in here? That we can get up and, hey, Pastor, I got 25,000. Pastor, I have 50,000. Let's do this." It was an additional wing for the children. And I'm like, why we have to go into debt to build on the children's wing for the church? Where is the kingdom? Where is God's economy? That's really what I was saying. And so that journey started with my frustration in that area. And as God began to walk me through this, of course, when you're in the church and you're talking to what I call an old school pastor, I got the whole thing about business didn't belong in the church, and I'm like, okay, I'm confused. You have the same bills that this business across the street has. I don't understand. So I went through all of that in my 20s. I didn't have anybody to coach me, and then what happens when the student becomes ready for it? Then, of course, what they say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Well, my heart became open. Absolutely. All of a sudden, I'm looking at women of God doing ministry and business at the same time, still, doing their family, taking care of their family, etc. And God just began to open those doors for me. And so now we have Healing Humanity Global. We have close to, 20-some countries that have connected with us since 2010. And we've traveled globally implementing economic empowerment systems within the church itself, not just for making money, but for kingdom building. There's a difference. And so we teach them. First, we start with you as how you're managing your finances, and I'll say this, and I'll turn it back over to you for whatever questions you may have of me. I realized that I was stuck in a season where I couldn't increase anymore, and I came across the parable of the talents. And Dr. Sunday, I had read that story so many times, but this time I read it with a different heart, different spirit, and basically when I read that story, God told me the reason why you're still at one is because you keep burying it in the yard, and I can't trust you with more. And so there are a lot of us out here, we're praying for increase. We're praying for better. But until God can trust you with what you have in your hand, better is going to be a long time coming. So what we've done is we're implementing these systems and strategies in the churches, in the community centers, and we've just expanded Healing Humanity Global to where we're creating a curriculum for the educational system. So we'll be going into the schools and doing some after-school programs. Kids are going into after-school programs, whether it's at the community center or at the school itself, and we want to be a support there so we can begin to raise up entrepreneurs from elementary, middle school, high school, but they know how to manage it. Some of us have that innate ability to be able to make money, but we don't know how to keep it. We don't know how to multiply it. And so that's what Healing Humanity Global is all about as it relates to, we educate, and what we do is we use evolving financial literacy. And I use the word evolving because what my mom and dad did to create and make money, I have to change. It doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me. And so I have to find other strategies to be able to do exactly what they did, just a different way. And we have to do the same with our children. Back to you, Dr. Sunday.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is powerful. I want to say amen goes there. You said so many wonderful things. First of all, shout out, of course, to Houston. I love Houston. We were there for the Super Bowl, and you guys really took care of us, especially the media. You guys had it laid out for us. When you got off the plane, they had some young people dancing and taking pictures, and some of your city council people were in the airport shaking hands. I just love it. I'm really praying that Atlanta come on through the same way.
Yeah, we love that Southern hospitality.
Yes. Well, first of all, I had to say that, but I want to commend you because you're absolutely right. Because let me just say this quickly. My dad still to the day, and I know he's listening. He's gonna be like, "Why are you telling my business?" But he still to the day writes down every one of his bills and balances it written, and then he goes to the calculator. So but I'm grateful that I grew up in that. Because I'm very meticulous with my money, I want it to grow. But let me just say this thing that really, I guess I want to say shock may be the right word. When I came from anesthesia, because I'm an anesthesiologist as well, full-time anesthesia to the things that I do now, Pastor Jona, I noticed people, and forgive me, oh Lord, that people want stuff for free. I mean, people know when they come for anesthesia that they're going to have a nice bill. Sometimes the bill may be even more than the surgeon or the person doing the procedure. But that was really bothered me. But like you said, we are praying for increase, but we don't want to invest in ourselves, personal development, and we don't want to invest and support other people. What you think about that? Because I think, that just really stirred my soul.
Well, for the little bit of time we have left, I'm going to give you one word, and it's called reciprocity. And here's the thing. In 2017, God checked me on that big time because I would, and I've been doing it for years, and most ministers do this because we are called to serve. That's what ministry means. And so we have no problem serving. We will do it for free. And the things that we're good at, we just do it so effortlessly. We don't pay any attention to it. We're not really trying to monetize it. But then when God calls you out here in the marketplace, he's like, okay, I got a plan for you. And it's not a plan for you to be on welfare under me. When I employ you, all is well. And so when I left corporate, I left a six-figure income in 2010, and I haven't looked back, but I had a conversation with God when I made that transition, because I was like, Lord, I tried working for you full-time before, and they couldn't pay their salary. I got a lifestyle. I done started over here. I'm not the best money manager, but here's what I have to say about this. I realized in 2017, God had me to reevaluate all of my relationships, business and personal. He said, Jona, if you are giving into something and you're not receiving anything out of it, that relationship is not healthy. Because reciprocity, what I give to you, you should give to me. I'm a part of a mastermind right now, and these ladies that I'm working with right now, it is so beautiful because when we, I'm speaking, I'm doing a lot of different things. Also, on the consulting side, I consult right now. Our largest contract is with $1 billion corporation where they want us to come in and help them, change some systems and strategies. I also consult to pastors who are bringing in systems and strategies in their church. Well, what happens when we come on board with this information, then basically people are like, okay, well, is this pro bono? No, this is my business. This is my business. This is Jona Style Consulting, LLC. So when I sow into you, you sow into me. So here's what happens. When I'm on the phone with one of these ladies in the mastermind, they may call me for a specific skill set they know I have. And I have no problem giving them the information, sending them tools, giving them, whatever, because we're working on these projects together. But at the end of the conversation, Dr. Sunday, here's the response that is the correct response, not the one we're used to hearing. They said, well, okay, Jona, thank you so much. You have really helped me. Now, enough about me. What about you? How can I help you? How can I serve you? So when you're starting a business and people are coming to you for information, they know you have what they need. They know you have the goods. Then why aren't they willing to sow into that? And we can go into this another different way, but I know we're short on time. But when they look at what you have to offer, that's going to change their lives. Are they looking at cost or are they looking at value?
That's good.
If they're looking at value, you could put $50,000 on it. If they could figure out how to get the money, they would get it. And here's the thing. Most of the time, if you think about anything that you wanted bad, and you didn't have the money initially, you figured out a way to get it. That has to do with value. So anytime, and I had to, and I love helping people, and I have a lot of good people around me. But some people are attracted to me because they're inspired by me, but they don't necessarily want to do into me so that they can do what I'm doing. And I realize that, so I pray for them and keep moving. I'm just saying. I pray for them and I keep them moving. Nothing personal, but I have to do what God has called me to do, because to do otherwise, then I go lacking, and my family goes lacking. But more important, the mission goes lacking, because I'm very confident in what I've been called to do. And people say it all the time, where God guides, He provides. I wonder how much we really believe that, but I believe that with every fiber of my being. I would not be out here in this market, in these, what me and my friends say, these marketplace streets, without God's provision. And so I know when He opens up a door, and he told me this last year, because things were just all over the place. I said, God, I don't know where I went wrong. I don't know what's going on. Things are not coming out the way you and I talked. And He said, Jona, I will open up every door for you when you get in the right building. I said, well, shoot, I'm in the wrong building. Let me back up from here and get where I'm supposed to be. And that's what I've been doing for the last year, is rebranding Healing Humanity Global and obeying God. And He has been faithful to His word in these open doors. Back to you, Dr. Sunday.
Wow. Oh, girl, you didn't make me just shout and everything. That is powerful. Ooh, I love how God gave you how to frame that. That was very powerful, and we need to take heed to that. But let me ask you this. I know you're in the wonderful state of Texas, but let us know, we're here in Atlanta, and so many people listen all over the world. How can we actually get into this amazing thing, to help you, and secondly, first, to help you in the things that you're doing, but then how we can get your products and services, and how we can actually have that reciprocity, as you're saying, because instead of, giving, but we need to receive as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. JonaStoute.com is my website. You can get a full vision of who we are and what we're about, and there's some contact information there as well as products, okay? Healing Humanity Global is soon to be nonprofit. We've basically launched Jona Stoute Consulting, and we're placing Healing Humanity Global underneath it. And I'm going nonprofit is because I'm going into the educational program, and God has opened up some doors in finances. And so I'm going to be obedient and walk through them, because we got to get these babies educated financially, so, they're not coming out of college with all this student loan debt. But Jona Stoute, JonaStoute.com. All the information is right there, and we would love for you to partner with us. And I like I said before, I love your energy. I love your spirit. And so I tell you what, next time I roll through Atlanta, we have to connect. We have to connect.
Yes. What I love when people come to Atlanta, and it's kind of funny, that people know of restaurants and nice places to go, even shop. I had to put that in there, that I'm living right here and not aware. So I love when people come from out of town, that they say, come, we've seen this online. I'm like, let's go there. But then likewise, because I'm always in Dallas. I know I'm always in Dallas with Bishop Jakes, because we're part of that media team. But let me ask you this. Time went by so fast. We have to get you back. But tell us anything that we really need to get out for this session, and we'll have to do another session that we may have missed, that is really laying on your heart, that we can actually go forward in life. If someone listening to this today from this episode, then, of course, like I said, we'll get you back. But share that with us. And then after that, please share your website again.
Absolutely. What just came up in my spirit when you said that was a kind of a terminology that I use all the time on my social media handles is, whatever God tells you to do it, just do it. Do it. If you have to do it afraid, if you have to do it without all the information, just do it. I remember when God was calling me into a different financial space of investing, acquiring gold and silver and precious metal, and then learning how to trade cryptocurrency and trading Forex. And now we're teaching these millennials how to do this. And these guys are retiring themselves at 27 and 30 and 35. So we're putting these strategies in their hands. And it wasn't popular. And I remember when I started having conversations with pastors and different leaders about gold and that the U.S. dollar was declining in value, and educating them on how the dollar came about, and the history of it. And I just remember it wasn't popular. But now everybody's open to hear because they see how our financial platform is struggling globally, not just the United States, but globally. And all I encourage you to just be informed. Don't be fearful when someone puts new information in front of you. And then once you connect to something, if God told you to do it, stay the course and see the value over the cost, because that's going to serve you long term. I see people connect, get into different things, 3 or 4 months. If they're not a millionaire in 90 days, then I tried. No, what? Seriously? You went to college for 4 years with a $70,000 student loan debt. Give me a break. Come on now. So whatever God tells you to do it, guys, just do it. My name is Jona Stoute. You can reach me at jonastoute.com. Dr. Sunday, thank you so much. We are going to have to do this. I feel real kindred spirit with you, and we are going to have to do this again. Back to you.
Oh, same here. And, like the great thing of living in Atlanta and Houston, there are several flights, and I travel all the time. Yeah. But I thank you so much, first of all, for being in your purpose. I mean, I love, ladies and gentlemen, I have to say this, and I'm going to use Minister Jona as a great example. Even though we're on radio, we sense that she is she's compassionate, she's authentic, and she knows what she's talking about. So she has that confidence. I mean, that's powerful. And if she can do it on the radio, guess what? In person, it's a whole nother level, because you get to actually, be in her presence, in person. So you have to do that with your business. I mean, your business, whatever God, like she said, I echo that. What God has put in your spirit. So first of all, I thank you for being in your purpose, and thank you so much for taking time out and being a guest here on Good Deeds. If you need us for anything, please don't hesitate to contact us.
Thank you so much for having me, and I will do that. All right. Thank you so much for having me on today.
You're welcome. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, I know, I feel it. You want this replay to be up real quick. It will. We're actually on a lot of different platforms now, so it takes a tad long. Just a minute. We're on the iTunes. Of course, it'll be on YouTube. It'll be on Podbean. It'll be on SoundCloud. Speaker is one more they added on. Of course, on our website and social media. It's amazing. It's amazing how information is, I think one person, I can't remember who said it, but information is key. You have to get the information, but guess what? You got to take action. If you want to get in contact with us, our website is www.renee, RENEE, Sunday, SUNDAY. Now, hang out there a little bit, because we do have a free gift for you to help you walk through your purpose. And, of course, we do purpose coaching, help you identify your purpose. And then guess what? We got to build a platform so you be seen, be heard, and guess what? Get paid. We have